This is Lindy McLeod, and you're listening to Missin Curfew.
What's Missin Curfew? It's when you kind of play guilty, but you show up.
How nice is a green light on the road, though? No practice tomorrow, no plane, just go.
Scottie Upshaw in the clear, and he scores! Right in front, scores!
A few laughs, a little bit of fun, and obviously a lot of hockey talk.
You're listening to Missin Curfew.
Fellas, coming to you from Hall Pass Media in Newport Beach, this is Missin Curfew. And before we start snapping around, let's not forget, this show is always presented by DraftKings. DraftKings, the crown is yours. Obes, the up dog, our boy Swishy Swish. Fellas, how we doing? We got an in-studio guest coming up here live from Moosejaw. Glue guy, beauty. I'd love to rough him up in front of the net. We got Lindy McLeod in studio coming up. This guy's a beauty, eh?
Lindy. I guess so. I mean, it's been a minute since I've been to Moosejaw. I've been on my, I looked up my WHL schedule. It was 2001, I believe, mid-February. We went in there. Fuck, we're all sick as dogs. We got the Norwalk virus, boys. I had to play with about 10 players on my team, but it's nice to get a fellow Canadian in the mix. And I heard you were, Schmaltz, you make it up to Moosejaw at some point?
Little Chicago boys. We'll get into it with the interview with downtown Lindy McLeod. But yeah, I've been up there a few times. I know AM Massage, which is right across from the Crush Can, the old arena there. It's a good spot. I have a couple buddies actually from the greater Moosejaw area, so I'm familiar with its game. And it was nice for Clowder to come down, spend some time in Southern California and work on that tan that he doesn't have and hopefully get some UVs on his chin.
Yeah. He's a beauty. When I think of Moosejaw, I think there's probably a lot of Lindy McLeods. Not like him, but like he's just Moosejaw. I saw him out there last week skating with the Moosejaw Warriors. The boys were giving him a rough ride. He's an old school player. He has those awful looking glasses, but he goes to the net. I would have abused him if I played against him. Abused him.
What makes me happy is that, it's promising that guys is still up there, just fix their garages and their sheds into something fucking where the boys like to come and do the shit. Like his setup is perfect. He's got the mics, he's got the TV, he's got, it reminds me of being home in Newfoundland. Everyone's got their shed just absolutely dialed in. Beers, fucking got the couple TVs with the game on, boys. It's just great, Schmaltzy.
That's the best part of that neck of the woods, even similar to Wisconsin, where I'm from, is these guys, their sheds and their garages are nicer than their house. That is where the man cave, that's where the boys hang out. They crush darts, they crush pilsners, and they go there to, frankly, get away from their wife. So, yeah, it's good spending some time up there with downtown, and I can't wait to talk to him today.
Swishy, you actually were on the sheet with him, played with him. Well, what did you think of his game, being out there actually snapping around with him?
Oh, he's a full-on liability.
Yeah.
He told me he was an offensive defenseman, and he's an offensive defenseman that can't play offense. So he was my partner in that game. I think we had one shift where we were -3 or -4. He would just put me in the soup out there. But he does have good talk, and he does have good chatter on the bench, so I will give him that. I did enjoy playing with him. It's just he's got to stay at home a little more.
Yeah, less is more for Lindy.
Make a simple pass and don't even think about joining the rush. Just have a good gap.
Well said, fella. Hey, before we get into the interview with Beauty, live from Moosejaw, Lindy McLeod, let's talk a little DraftKings Pick 6. Presented by DraftKings. DraftKings, the crown is yours. Boys, we've all been using the app now for over a month. Updog, what are some of your favorite things about it? I mean, it's prop city, great odds. I mean, it's made hockey more fun for me, brother.
I'll tell you this. What I like to, you always... Most options are like, is he going to play over, 22 minutes? Is he going to have over 2.5 shots? Is he going to have over 0.5 goals? I kind of like tickling the under. I don't know what it is. It's not something I like to do, in football games, but in the Pick 6, boys, I feel like the shot takers, and maybe you guys can think back to when you were kind of playing and you'd be like, man, how did they not give me a shot on that? I hit the fucking goalie in the pad.
Buddy,
I feel like the guys upstairs right now, they're not really giving all the guys the shots that they might deserve. It needs to hit the goalie properly. It can't hit the post. You can't deflect off a guy. So I've been tickling the unders, boys, and it's just great because your odds go through the roof. And, Schmaltzy, you pick 5 out of 6, boys, you're in the money. So I don't know. Your thoughts on, maybe tickling the under, Schmaltzy?
Depends who it is. Yeah, I mean, it always looks like it's going to be something that it could be easily obtained, especially if you get like a Brock Besser or some of these players where it's over 1.5 shots. But even last night with Besser, his line was at 1.5 and he only ended up getting 1 shot. So you might be onto something up. And a lot of times if you just throw like a little shit burger from the corner or the goal line on net and it's not really on the 4x6, a lot of times the shot guys, they don't give you that shot or credit for it. So yeah, I think you might be onto something here, fella. We'll have to monitor that as the season goes.
Yeah, no, the shots and hit guys in the NHL, I mean, it was different barns, right? Like I remember Staples Center. There's like, Dustin Brown did finish his check a lot when he played. However, there's some nights I play at Staples and I had like 7, 8 hits. I'm like, fuck, I didn't hit each other. Then you go to another barns, like I'm trying to think, a lot of Canadian cities, fuck, I must have had 6, 7 hits. You get there, 1 hit, 1 shot. You're like, fuck, I threw a couple little sifters on net there. So yeah, the human element plays into it a little bit. But for you, what I do like about the ice time, I would have been easy money in Calgary. Under ice time for me would have been. But I'm just wondering what my line would have been set at. It would have been set at like 4 minutes, 5 minutes. Like, and
Is he going to wear his jersey today?
yeah, under O'Brien ice time, under 4.5 minutes. And I will say this, I look back to like when we were playing and obviously gambling wasn't legalized like it is now, but like you got to have penalties. Like, you got to have how many penalties? Like, for me, it would have been like, how many penalties is O'Brien taking tonight? Over a half a penalty. And then I think there should be, I know it's not as physical as it used to be, but why not hits? Why not pick 6 hits? Like, Upshaw's going to have over 3 hits today.
How about like penalty kill percentage?
Block
Will they kill? Will
How
they
many
score
good
a key
sticks?
goal tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think especially they should mix in penalties and hits on the DraftKings Pick 6. Give them meat and potatoes, guys. That way their fucking boys can put some action on them, O'Brien, over half a penalty, over 1.5 penalties, something like that.
Just open up all the advanced stats, too. Let's just start betting on everything. Give us the whole smorgasbord. Give me the whole charcuterie board, Obes. I want it all, baby. It's like when you walk into a 5-star restaurant, the bathroom attendant's got everything for you. That's how I want to treat Pick 6. We need all the options.
Evan Bouchard, over-under on turnovers, 8 and a hook. 8 to fucking over. You know what I mean? They got turnovers on there? Fucking pies?
Length of the anthem, color of the Gatorade.
Saucer passes delivered on the tape.
How many times O'Brien went to his backhand and he shouldn't have? Over 6 and a hook.
How many times Upshaw got caught looking in the stands at warm-ups?
In the crowd.
How many times Prayer Ponto looked at himself in the glass during the game? Over fucking 13 and a hook.
Yeah.
Anyways, boys, it's a great app. Get in there, get some skin in the game. DraftKings Pick 6. You can bet on just about everything, but I would like to see maybe some penalties and some hits in there, but it's a lot of fun. And coming up next, our guest live from Moosejaw, all-time beauty, Lindy McLeod, coming at you next on Missin Curfew. Boys, we got a special guest, Updog. You're a good Alberta boy. I'm a good Ontario boy. I've been lucky enough to be on this show. We got live from Moosejaw, all-time good guy, glue guy, locker room guy, Lindy McLeod. Lindy, thanks for joining us, buddy.
Fellas, thanks for having me. Very happy to be here. I don't know which camera I'm supposed to look at, but I really appreciate you guys having me out here. And this headset's pretty awesome.
You like that?
Yeah.
We pulled that out just for you.
I love it. I feel like I could be doing play-by-play or color. You know,
should.
TSN.
I got to just start off. You're kind of a one-upper type of guy, aren't you? You come in, you're outdressing me. Your hair. I usually, I compete with Obi for best hair on set, but now you come in, you're throwing out the fucking turtleneck at us.
I wanted to dress up. Obi came on our show. It was like he was going to the beach with a T-shirt on. I wouldn't say it's a lack of respect, but at least we made him feel right at home.
Well, I figured I was going all the way up to Moosejaw, right? It was in the off season. I was heading up there to see Gats and play some golf, and I just got off fucking 4 connecting flights, and I had a Missin Curfew T-shirt on. And I did know that Lindy was a snappy dresser, but I thought, Lindy's a good guy from Moosejaw. Fucking right all over me, just like friggin' Alain Vigneault back in the day on dress code, right? Hey, thanks for dressing up, he said.
Yeah, you're like, it's the bugs. I come up here to Lake Country. I gotta, I need some bug spray. I need some, some shit. In California, we don't have that.
Yeah, I think I brought a little bit of a cold front from Sask though, so that's why I went with the turtleneck.
Yeah, I like that. It's your standard look, isn't it?
It's one of my few standard, yeah. But yeah.
So Lindy, welcome back to California, buddy. How was the flight down? If people that listen are a lot of Canadian guys, so we know how tough it is to get down from the great province of Saskatchewan to California. But how was your travel?
The flights left a little to be desired, if I'm being honest with you here. WestJet out of Reg, and then 6-hour layover in Calgary. They gotta figure that out. But made the most of it. Had a couple Caesars at the airport, and feeling pretty spicy now.
There you go. Well, how does it work? Because we like to get on the road, right? And Uppy's got a beautiful wife and 3 kids, and I know Dorothy's at home. Like, what? How do you run it by Dorothy when you get on the road? Does she just trust you and let you get out there, or how does that work for you?
Yeah, to be honest with you, I don't really leave town all that much. So
we can tell.
If Erin doesn't mind when you leave too, or it's probably got the pool boy coming by her.
She doesn't mind. She does not mind. We don't have a pool, but she might have some boys. Let's say that.
That's okay.
Yeah,
that's okay. Yeah.
Are you one of those guys that you got to check in all the time with Dorothy when you're on the road? Like, I used to play with these guys that every time we got off the bus or in the hotel room or after a game, they're calling. Are you one of those guys, or are you more just, hey, babe, everything's okay, I'll see you when I get home?
I still have the flip phone, so I keep it pretty brief on text to her. But yeah, I check in occasionally. I'd say I probably check in a little more than she checks in with me, because she doesn't expect much of a long response with the old flip phone. It takes like 4 minutes to send 3 letters. So,
what do you still pay as you go with that flip phone too? Or
jitterbug guy?
Yeah. I don't know how it started with Dorothy, but you make your bed early in this game. If you're the type of guy, like he said, you go on the road, you start calling before bedtime, you start calling after dinner. They always expect it. Is Dorothy, is she made her bed to the point where she expects it?
Well, we actually throw them back together, and I'm not much of a road warrior as you guys, so I stay pretty local, and she can throw back. She's throw back a baker's dozen. Yeah. She's a spicy one. Oh yeah, yeah. She's she's one of the few Italian women in Saskatchewan, so yeah, she's
Italian can be spicy.
She's very spicy.
Yeah, I dated an Italian myself. They can be spicy.
Yeah, she's I don't know if you know much history about the jaw, but Al Capone actually came through town there during Prohibition. So Dorothy's actually the great granddaughter of Al Capone.
No,
yeah.
Dorothy Capone.
Well, you better be careful then, bud.
Yeah,
you better not mess around.
She changed her last name, but to DiMucci. But yeah, Dorothy is,
and you know her as Dorothy can bone. she can definitely bone.
Well, Lindy, listen, buddy. Welcome back to California. We got our boy Jordan Smoltz on here too. On December. Swishy, what's up, fella?
Hey, partner, how you doing? How's the off season going?
Pretty good, buddy. Just firing back some Boston pizzas and trying to stay nimble on the ice. Good to see you, bud.
Good to see you too. Hopefully you're working on your fucking defense, because you were dog shit the last time we played together.
I'm a one-way winger, buddy. I don't know what the fuck I was doing back on D there. So
hey, Swishy, a lot of chatter out of Lindy though, when he plays. I saw the footage of when he went up to Moosejaw there and snapped it around with him. One thing about Lindy, he's always talking. You know where he is out there, even if he's in the wrong position all fucking night, huh?
Yeah, communication, he doesn't lack that for sure. I mean, we're talking all over the ice. I think one shift, me and Cloud we ended up -4. We were motherfucking each other. Actually came to blows with him after the game, but we sorted it out in the parking lot, had a smoke, had a drink, and I'm looking forward to hopefully getting another PTO with you, Clouder. I don't know what you're thinking for the Duck Lake Fighting Sturgeon, but I'm ready to go.
The Duck Lake, we've shored up the back end a little bit, but yeah, we can bring you out on ATO. That's all we can offer right now. But yeah, that was a brutal shift. -3. I don't think I've ever done that in 90 seconds. That's quite the achievement.
I think it happened to me one time in the National League, so don't worry about it, Lindy. It could happen to anyone.
Lindy, you ever had to go on a PTO? They called me Mr. PTO. But you ever had to go on one, or are you just signing deals left and right here on a junior?
I was not as good as you guys. So the professional, I never made it to the professional level. I played in the Prairie League. Which was Junior A back in the day, and in the early mid 90s. Now I believe it's Junior B. But I was kicked out of a lot of basically all the youth hockey organizations in Reg, Saskatoon, Prince Albert, and Moosejaw. So I had to go out to Duck Lake and play out there. They were one of the few programs that allowed me.
Flin Flon had a team. They used to kick the shit out of Duck Lake.
Yeah, there and I could only play home games because I couldn't. I wasn't allowed to go in rinks and the other rinks. So I was living out in Duck Lake for a long time. But tried to carve a career up there in the Prairie League and then try to go the NCAA route.
Was there a moment where, they put the ban on? Did you fight a parent, or was it, was it verbal abuse, or what was the case?
It was in midget. I was about 15. It was a lot of stick work.
Yeah. On the ice.
On the ice stick work. Yeah. A lot of, I don't play that way anymore. I play on the line, but it was a lot. It was a lot of cross checking in the throat and whatnot.
Yeah.
I don't condone that anymore. That was a younger boy.
The game's changed.
Yeah.
Lindy, it says here you were thinking of going NCAA. Like, did you ever think about going major junior, or you're just too soft and you couldn't chuck it with the boys in the Western League?
Well, that's a fucking low blow there, pal. No, I think I was, because I was undersized. I wasn't really back in the WHL those days. I mean, as you know, Scottie played in Kamloops. That was a war zone, that league, and being only 5'7", I'm a $195 now.
Yeah, so
I could hold, but no. I eat a lot of pizza.
No.
But yeah, I just I wanted to be an educated man, and I decided to try and go the NCAA route back. Lake Superior State, I was set to go there, and unfortunate incident derailed that. So
Can we get into that more, or is that confidential?
It's let's just say I had a few too many barley pops, borrowed a horse from someone's yard, and crashed it through a fence. Yeah. And
Big Joe for that. They wouldn't let you go there for that. That's it.
Yeah. The horse broke its jaw, and I broke both my legs, and so I lost my scholarship to Lake State. I had to look in the mirror and decided I wanted to, have a future in sports broadcasting. So I went up to Western Academy Broadcasting College in Toontown, and sort of, the rest is history, I guess.
Swishy, I want to go back to you on your time when you went up there on your PTO. Bring me inside the locker room with Lindy. Even bring me pregame. Talk me through his whole game day experience, fella.
Yeah, well, I mean, we played a glorified men's league. He calls it Senior A, semi-pro or whatever. So I go up there, I had high hopes, right?
Gold.
Yeah,
Tier 1.
I mean, I was coming in as a PTO. I took a 4-leg connector and actually ended up having to take the Greyhound over into Moosejaw, and I landed in Reg, but. Yeah, I mean, we played at the Crush Can. I was a guy that went over to AM Massage before the game. For guys that played for the Moosejaw Warriors, they know that usually comes with a happy ending. Clowder seemed to tell me he stays out of there. But, yeah, I think pre-game, a lot of talk in the locker room. He definitely gets his teammates going. I think the mission was simple. I think he wanted me to play stay-at-home homes, but that's not how I play. You got to let the Clydesdale run. So, pre-game, Lindy, we had a great warm-up, dude.
Good one.
I don't know if you remember that dynamic warm-up. We hit stairs.
I did see that footage.
I took you through a 10 to 15-minute dynamic warm-up. We were doing high knees. We were doing some different things. We played sewer ball. Lindy, you got concrete boots still playing sewer ball. Can you just take us through that a little bit?
I haven't played. I never played soccer. I was hockey all the way. So I'm not familiar with this sewer ball crap, but, and I also don't loosen up. I just go right out there, and what happens. If I, tear my labrum, I tear my labrum, you know?
Let me ask you a question. Were you a guy in junior back in the day? Like, we all went through junior. Were you a guy that you like to have sex before games, or
no sex?
No sex lights before games?
Oh God, no.
Not for good luck?
No.
Or to get the monkey off your back? Or
no, I mean, hopefully, you earn the sex after a good performance on the ice.
True.
Yeah.
How about
Reward system? I like that, Lindy.
I'm just thinking sex legs. It's a real thing. You ever hear of them?
Yeah, I've heard of them. That's why I didn't have sex before games.
Yeah. He was the only guy I think that had sex before games.
Wait, so you actually thought it was an advantage?
I definitely did.
He wasn't
wasn't
thinking about, except for just having sex.
You go into the game with no pressure. There's no pressure to go, and then everything just, lays itself out there.
Yeah. So you go play a good game, and then maybe you're like, oh, I don't need to have sex after the game, and all looking around, and oh, there's a nice lady.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're not trying, I guess.
No, it's just,
Oh, he had sex. He had sex after the game too.
Oh, that.
Yeah. He had sex after the game too.
We all can't be so lucky, Uppy. So,
Lindy, I want to ask you, buddy. How long has your show been airing on the Saskatchewan Public Broadcasting? How long have you been on the air for?
well, I got out of WABC in the mid '90s. Also, I'm getting into my age here, which I don't like to do, but since you asked. We were airing on SPB on Cable 10, the local channel there, since 97, I believe. 97. And then, an unfortunate incident happened, and we lost about 474 episodes or something like that. But I don't have to get into detail about that if you guys don't want to.
That's a lot of good, man. That's a lot.
Oh, let's get into that. What happened, buddy? Are you still some bitter grapes there? Are you still upset about it? Or
Yeah, definitely bitter. Someone decided, I can't name names here. Someone decided to deep fry a frozen turkey, and all hell broke loose, and we lost a lot of data. Let's just say that. So the shift there from the network was to move to the internet, because I guess YouTube is free. So that's where our episodes exist, and this Instagram thing. I don't have a smartphone, but that's where the show lives now. Instagram
cloud.
and YouTube. Yep.
Why no smartphone? Just you don't want to accept that this is the times, or you're worried about people tracking you down? With a flip phone, I don't think they could track you down.
A little bit of both. I actually had, once we went to the internet, I had a web sleuth sort of scrub my data as much as they could. So they pulled my name from the internet in many places. And that was actually Lester's idea. He's our new fucking co-host. But
I know Lester. Whoever hired him should be fired.
Lester the molester.
He's an annoyance in the form of a molester. Yeah, he'll wear on you like fucking chicken pox. That guy.
How did he get lucky enough?
Still around, is he?
He's around. Yeah, he's around. Where is? I was up there in the summer seeing Getsy, and I stopped in to see Lindy, and I figured Lindy's National League, right? And I sit down, and I got this fucking pigeon sitting beside me. First of all, I'm a big guy. I don't need any guy sitting beside me. And not to mention, I got Lester.
Lester
doesn't know anything about hockey.
Skinny fucker.
Yeah, he's interrupting our flow. I'm like, who is it? Lindy, why'd you hire this guy? He must know management or something, right?
He's the nephew of the network president, Cliff Wagner.
There you go.
Yeah. So
what else is he bringing?
That's how it works.
He's connecting us to some. So since we don't have any money, he's connecting us to some brands. So he does serve somewhat of a purpose. I'm making him watch Rock'em Sock'em videos to get educated with the great game of hockey. But he's a bit of a stubborn fucker. So we'll see. I'm trying to keep an open mind about it and remain optimistic, but he's a thorn in my side.
Yeah,
like a turtleneck made of fucking cacti.
Yeah, he was getting on the boys' nerves. I'll tell you that. You talked about Rock'em Sock'em. We all grew up watching Rock'em Sock'em. I can imagine you did yourself, being a good sass boy. But Grapes is the man. You gotta love yourself some Don Cherry.
Love Grapes. I think the game. I think everyone truly misses him. He's brought an element of massive entertainment to the game, and I think the hockey world needs more personality like that. I genuinely do, and I'm ready to be the next ambassador of the game. Not that I'll follow in Don Cherry's footsteps. He's a legend in his own right, but I'm ready to take the reins.
Yeah. Well, he's obviously a lot tougher than you were, sure. But I mean, I think you're a good locker room guy. But from what I've seen in your footage coming out of Moosejaw, you would have been a dream to play against. I would have kept you to the outside all night. I would have intimidated you. You weren't quick enough to get to the net on me. So you would have been really like, if I would have came in, and I would have said, "Oh, you're playing against Lindy McLeod." I would have went out to Updog and been like, "Fuck, gonna be easy night. Let's play some soccer, line up something afterwards." Like, you don't really have much that really is a threat out there. I've seen.
If you want to slash him, there's some sticks back there. I see you looking for a stick.
I would have owned the fucking blue paint against you, buddy. Fucking spin around, you'd never catch me. Sticking the fucking crotch.
That would have been your first mistake.
I know.
Schmaltzy, was Clowder fucking working you with the stick?
He is a good net front.
I mean, he got in trouble back in the day in minor hockey for it. Is he still doing it?
Well, I mean, we were partners, right? So we came to blows after the game just because we had some disagreements on how he wanted me to play as the president, coach, and general manager. But you were giving it to our boy Vitali on the other side. Like, Lindy's got some jam to him, Obes. I mean, he's a snarly little guy.
Yeah, I'd say I'm a far less skilled Rick Tocchet out on the ice. Yeah,
far left, not as tough either.
Yeah.
Did I say that right?
He's a tough Peterborough boy. I think he's from Peterborough, right?
Talks nice.
No,
Scarborough.
Is he from the borough?
No, wait. I think he's from
Scarborough.
Oh, I'm an idiot.
No, it's okay.
Another borough.
The most Sasky boys never see the light of California, let alone fucking Peterborough.
Is that where Talks is from? Scarborough? Fuck.
He is Scarborough, yeah. But did he play for Peterborough though? Wasn't he a Pete? Am I just fucking all this up now?
Scarborough, Ontario. We write about that. Let me see where he played junior hockey. I love the real Rocket.
I wonder if his hair was curly like yours before he shaved it all off.
He played up. Yeah. You'd fit in nice. You'd fit in nice up here. Sault Ste. Marie.
Sault Ste. Marie, that's right.
You'd fit in nice up there.
That's like I said, I almost went to Lake State, Sault Ste. Marie,
right
Michigan.
Across the water.
Steve, I forgot I got you guys some gifts, so I don't know when you want to go get them, Steve, but I'll be here a while, so we can do that at the end, too.
Yeah. No, we got a few more things for you here.
No. I was just, I don't know, I didn't mean to disrupt the flow here. It's your show.
You did.
It's your show. The headset's throwing me off a bit, so.
I will say this, Swishy, about Lindy's game. He does like to get to the blue paint. I noticed him. He'll do some drills of spinning off guys, trying to tip them. So I do give him respect that he likes to get to the blue paint. Swishy, I'm just saying he would have never got to the blue paint, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, you would have been boxing him out.
Box right out.
But The only thing Lindy might have had on you, Obes, that you would have got sick of is his stench of canned tuna. Like he smells out there. He smells back. Oh yeah.
Do you stink?
Like
out
relish.
No, come on. I wash my gear. You know that. I just like a good tin fish before the game. So put it right on the breath, clear the blue paint, and stinky glove.
You know what?
Stinky glove.
That's not a bad not a bad idea, actually. That might have kept me away from it.
Yeah.
That might have kept me
I
away.
might just stick to golf if that's the case.
How is your golf game? You were commenting. How is your golf game?
You know, I'd love to get out there with you. I'm not in town that long this stretch here, but I'd say probably a 14 handicap, something like that.
Okay, all right.
19, maybe 20. Who's keeping
Which
track?
one is it?
I'd say maybe 19 or so.
Sandbaggers up in the jaw.
You don't want to play
there.
against him then.
Bunch of sandbaggers.
Yeah,
up
no,
in
I've heard
Sask.
he's a stick.
He's a stick, and he's relentless. Like he'll take you for the last penny you got.
I'll take that suit jacket right off your back.
He'll take.
What is that? A 42 regular? What is that?
42 short.
Yeah,
42
I
short.
can make that work.
Yeah.
He'll take the last toonie or loony you got right out of your pockets on
He
you.
probably will. Well,
Take it right to the rippers there. Good one is Moosejaw.
Yeah,
Does Dorothy care if you make it over?
AM PM massage that Swishy's very familiar with, I believe.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a full body release, if you know what we're talking about.
Swishy, how many days did you get to stay in Moosejaw when you're up there?
Well, I thought it was going to be a month. I packed my whole suitcase, my entire closet, but after the game, Clotter, we kind of parted ways. I think I was up there for 7 days. I played 2 games, but it ended up being a shorter stay than I thought. But
Yeah, I couldn't get him to go to Rosie's on River after the Crush Can. That's the name of the bar and rec room that the old rink used to be called. But yeah, he I don't know. He wanted to. I'd probably go to the what's that? The Mineral Gardens hot tub there, Temple Garden Spa.
Oh, I've been there.
Yeah,
You have?
Now the one more in Lac La Biche there, Alberta. Same one.
Yeah,
I
it's
think they're
nice.
same owner.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think so.
Lac La Biche?
Hey, let me ask you about you because the boys have been to the studio.
Yeah.
Where is that? In your buddy's garage up there? Where are you working that out
Let's
of?
just say it's somewhere. Well, again, we because of the fire, we had to move it.
Yeah.
It's somewhere out in the Waccamaw Valley. I can't give the address because I've got
Safety reasons, eh?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a highly regarded figure in town, and if I give my address,
I don't want that.
no. But let's just say it's somewhere on the Waccamaw, so I'll leave it at that.
So you got
But we did have to move the studio twice in the last 6 months. So
You give that away, there'll be red-haired, curly-haired kids coming up there. Hey, Dad. Hey, you're like, what? Who are you? I was a shit. I gave it away. My junior days, fucking, we're done.
Did you take care of those raccoons or squirrels, whatever you had up there when I was up last time I was up there?
we did, and actually, you were the last guest we had in our old studio post fire. We thought they were squirrels, but it turned out they were a family of raccoons, and yeah, the exterminator couldn't exterminate them. So we decided it was best to move to a slightly bigger set. We tried to reconstruct it as closely as we could. So hopefully the fans don't notice and they still appreciate what we're doing. You can feel the sap on the wall still. You can smell it. That's for sure.
You could definitely smell it in the old one. I'll tell you that. Hey, Lindy, so you're back in California. You came down for the draft. Listen, I chirp Bettman a lot on this podcast, and somehow I still get allowed in certain things in the NHL. But I saw that you didn't get let in the draft. You're outside LA Live. Walk our listeners and the boys through that. What exactly went wrong there?
Well, I was not authorized to be there at the end of the day. I thought I had a press pass and get there. My producer Steve he's filming the whole thing, and we learned that they don't have my credentials at all. So the whole thing, I don't know if Steve fucked up or I don't know if Gary Bettman's listening to this. I don't know if Gary fucked up or some mid-level bureaucrat in the NHL, but I was not allowed in. So we had to do a forced perspective from the outside. And the only interview we got was with Bailey, the LA Kings mascot, unfortunately. And he's a mascot, so he doesn't talk. So you can see how that went for an interview. We got okay, here.
What do you got?
It's a raccoon. It's a dead raccoon.
So you forgot your bag of Pirates booty that you won in the game we played.
Fuck, I did.
Uppy, I got you a Moosejaw hat.
Oh, sick.
And also,
There you go.
Look at that.
there you go, buddy. And something. Sorry, Steve. Scottie, there's my headshot for you. Keep your head on a swivel. And Shane, this one says, to Shane, I own the blue paint. There you go, bud.
Wow, bud.
Yeah.
Look at that. Thank you.
So yeah, the real reason I came down
Is going to stay right in the
Southern California this time is I actually, when I was in Hollywood for, handing out my headshots during the draft, I got someone found my headshot. So I got an audition just this week for one of these vertical drama shows. They're the 90-second shows that someone in the casting room says they're all the rage right now. I don't really know if that's a hip term, but he said that, not me. So don't come at me for that. And so, yeah, it's a show called Jilted Love Triangle. And it's about two werewolf lovers. Well, and I guess a third werewolf lover. So I'm out for one of the werewolves.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you're doing it.
Let's see. We'll see. I don't know. So I figured I'd come down here. You guys said you'd get my Uber, right?
We'd like to, but things are a little tight right now. I don't know if we could do that for you.
I mean, thanks to the
There's a bus
that's
stop.
going on.
There's a bus stop right out here that will take you anywhere north of here. So
I don't like the sound of that one bit.
We could call G Money. I mean, G Money would drive you home, but he's
yeah,
got.
we'll give you a ride in the Missin Curfew Sprinter van. Actually.
Okay.
Yeah, we can do that for you.
Can Steve come?
Yeah, we'll let Steve in there.
All right. Steve can come. You can come, Steve.
Well, we'll see how you act the rest of the show here. If you keep fucking up with,
I'm ready to just talk hockey. Let's talk hockey.
Did you already finish that off there?
I got about
a
couple fingers.
There's
You
a
are
lot
a
more
guy's
of
guy.
those where they came from.
I got one last question just on your Hollywood trip there.
Okay. Yeah.
The hotel you stayed at didn't exactly look like a Four Seasons. Looked like an old school Hollywood kind of, or where was that exactly?
That was in Burbank, California, the Safari Inn. It's a legendary hotel, I'm told. I don't want to bash it, but I guess a serial killer lived there in the 90s. I believe it was the 90s. Anyway, we were told by our travel agent. I don't know who uses a travel agent anymore, but we did. And the draft was in downtown Los Angeles, and it turns out Burbank is not very close to there. So, yeah, but
No, it's not.
we got an expensive rental. I got the Mustang and stuck it to the our producer, Steve, who tried to tell me to get a fuel-efficient one.
You had the convertible too, eh?
Yeah.
The locks were flowing.
We were pushing it. too. Yeah.
Did you do a little sightseeing too? I thought I saw that. Yeah, did you saw?
Yeah, I hiked out in I believe it's Griffith Park.
Yeah, I saw you.
That was a I had to bring
How
a
about
cooler. I got to start exercising outside of hockey. I'm getting up there, and my diet leaves a lot to be desired. So, and I drink a lot. So it's just going to make my on ice game that much more elevated. But at my age, does that really matter? I don't know. I think I'll just be feeling better the next day.
How do you keep up with
skill
How do you
set?
keep up with Dorothy if you're not, staying in shape?
She's a firecracker.
feisty one,
Oh yeah, she's a firecracker.
That's what I hear.
She doesn't come to our games anymore, so that should be a telltale sign that I'm not impressing her anymore.
Yeah, that happens to the best of us. My first game in Toronto, I had like 20 tickets there. My last game there, I think my mom and dad and sister came. So just goes with the territory, right? That's
Save your money, buddy.
Save your money. Lindy, we're going to talk about hockey here, but before we move on here, loved your episode that dropped with Nate Thompson there.
Mm-hmm.
You had one segment that I thought was great. We talk about this all the time.
Well, hopefully more than one segment was great, but yeah.
Well, I mean, I thought one was great. I'll give you, some other details on the other one later if you want. But the loose lips segment, we always say loose lips sink ships.
Mm-hmm.
So loose lips, and speaking of loose lips, how is Dorothy, by the way?
Fuck is going on here? Steve, did you tell? That's what Lester said.
Rumors going around, bud. Rumors going around.
That's Dorothy's my partner, and whatever. That's a below the belt one, but
Sorry.
Yeah,
I'll keep her up there. Huh?
I don't know who's spreading that fucking rumor. Lester, if Lester's listening, I'm going to punch him in the face. I won't punch you in the face because you kick my ass. But Dorothy's good. She's got she's got her salon. And she's got a diner too. So she's kind of a Jill of all trades. She doesn't let me take part in any of those businesses, but she makes her own cheese and her own hair mousse, and she's got a lot going on. But again, that's why we haven't tied the knot. I think she doesn't want me getting tangled in her business.
So you'd like to get married, but she doesn't, or
it's kind of we're okay with where we're at type thing.
Smart, no rush it.
Yeah, no, we've only been dating for 24 years, so yeah.
You're on the opposite plan. The updog. The updog went from being single to having 3 kids in the course of
I thought
8 years.
how old betting them out.
How old is he now?
5.
5. So in the course of 5 years.
Yeah. Felt like it was yesterday that I was still mixing it with this guy.
Yeah,
I lost my shot.
how old?
We were buzzing. 5, 3, and half a year.
Good for you.
Yeah,
Right.
He's busy.
Yeah.
Swishy, what do you got for Lindy fella?
Well, I just wanted to, before we get into some National League talk, Clouder, I just wanted to give the viewers and the fans out there just some names you looked up to as a kid, right? Growing up in the frozen ponds and the Paris of the Prairie in Moosejaw, Saskatchewan. You know, does a name like Dougie Smale ring a bell?
Dougie Smale, yeah. Moosejaw guy. Great player. You know, I love, I love what Wendell Clark, one of Shane's guys, Kelvington Sass native. I love, Brian Trottier, great Sasky boy. Barry Peterson. Barry Peterson's another one, played for the Boston Bruins.
Yep.
And then, who you can't forget Theo Fleury. We're around, not too far off in age, but, similar build, played like an absolute lunatic, far better than I was ever, but love the way he played.
Yeah, and you can't forget the McCrimmons, too, from Plenty, Saskatchewan. Sure. Brad McCrimmon, the late Brad, and obviously Kelly with the Vegas Knights. No,
Brad was an animal out there. Not too many. No one was messing with Brad's team when he was on the ice.
Lindy and I are basically, you're around that same age, right?
We're not. Why are we getting into my age here? It's a personal question.
You're a senior citizen now,
suit
aren't you?
jacket. I mean, it's giving it away, but
it's vintage. Yeah, it's vintage.
It's gel. That sounds
I guess I'm a little vintage myself here, but yeah. If you want to know my birth year, we can talk. We can talk off the record here.
I'll tell you what, that is a thick turtleneck, though, my man. That'll keep you warm in the Moosejaw winters. Doug, look at that thing.
I'm regretting it now, guys. I'm regretting it now.
Well, you just missed the heat wave out here, so you're all right. But Lindy, I want to just tag on what Swish said there. I was giving you a hard time about being soft and not getting the blue paint, but the footage I do see of your game is you do have some high compete, and you do like to play it old school. What do you think of the new NHL nowadays when you watch back home in Moosejaw? And a lot of skill, but what do you think about the sandpaper out there? It's not quite what you
I mean, the WHL now is just a bunch of, and I think all three junior leagues, I will say, major junior leagues, it feels like it's just a choir boy league. Back when you played in the dub, it was Psychoville, and I feel like it's lost a lot of its, and you played in the O's, crazy too.
Maniacs everywhere.
Colton Orr was my right winger.
Yeah.
For 2 years. I got to do whatever I wanted. Wow. Don't you want to fuck around?
Yeah.
He was a beast.
Yeah.
Diller.
Look, the game is it's a lot of fun to watch, but I do like people keeping you in check and keeping you honest out there. And I feel like it's just I don't know. It even goes down to like what some of these young kids are listening to for music. I mean, we're listening Black Sabbath before games. Now you're listening to fucking Justin Bieber. How's that?
Or Pink Pony Club or whatever that fucking song.
Come on, what are we doing? Like, where's fucking Iron Man?
Where's some AC/DC?
Yeah,
we're Thunderstruck.
And we all love
Metallica.
My Morning Jacket.
My Morning Jacket, baby.
There we go.
One fucking big holiday.
Right God damn.
Yeah.
One big holiday will get you going, Lindy.
Oh man, that was I was done playing competitively when that came out, but it's a good pregame beer league song for me.
You've had Aves on, and Aves was always in charge of the New York Rangers warm-up tunes when he played there, and MMJ would come on. And I'm like, I'd look over at him, I'm like, motherfucker, this is fucking getting going.
Yeah.
MSG just...
Aves has good taste in music.
He does.
Yeah,
he does.
I don't know. I could go on about the game right now. It's an exciting game, but I don't know if there's much personality, with the kids. Maybe it's just music. Maybe I'm just being hard on them because I don't know, and I shouldn't generalize. I think Ryan O'Reilly's my Morning Jacket guy.
Yeah, the fact daddy for sure. He's hanging on with the music.
He's not a young guy anymore.
Oh, he's not. No, he was a young guy when I was in the league. So, Lindy, put you on the spot here. Sorry. Who do you think's the toughest guy in the league right now? If there was one guy out there that you had your Cooper on with your fucking glasses that fog up and you were going to the net and you couldn't see where you were going, who's one guy you'd be scared of the most?
All right, I might be biased here, but I'm going with former Moosejaw Warrior Tanner Jeannot from Estevan. I think he's pound for pound the toughest. Reeves is probably still up there, McDermott, but I think Jeannot's a solid player too. I would not want to square up with that guy. No, he would just fling me. But I think I would go him or Reeves has still got to be up there, right?
Oh yeah, he was up there. What about Olivier from Columbus?
Olivier's up there, and he's a good player too.
Yeah, and he
really good player.
He throws those punches. You mentioned Colton Orr. He throws those punches like down the pipe where I'm not just trying to punch you. I'm trying to knock your head into the third row. And those are the guys you're like, this is scary.
And he kind of, if he misses you with the fist, he's getting an elbow.
Lex Luger.
Those are the ones you watch out for. Like those good fighters know that if the fist is one thing if I can hit you, but if I miss, I'm hitting you with the elbow.
I liked And he's in Edmonton now. I think Trent Frederick's a sneaky good fighter.
Yeah, good kid too.
Yeah, good player. But yeah, I think Gino Olivier would be a hell of a scrap.
Yeah.
But-
I heard Cam Neely when training camp started, you know, he took a lot of heat. Janot got a great contract.
Mhm.
And he kind of said, well, we couldn't get the high-end guys that could score. So he said, well, we're going to get guys that at least if you play against the Boston Bruins, you're going to know you're playing against the Boston Bruins. I'm like, that'll boy Seabass.
Yeah.
What can I say? Like, at least if you're not going to score goals, when people come into the old TD Garden, at least they leave with some bumps and bruises and some ice bags.
Absolutely. I did question some of their moves in the offseason, but I think Neely, it was weird that he admitted that.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're going to be a tough out. I mean, look, they're 3-1 now. And even the game against Tampa, they showed some resilience coming back a couple days ago. They were down 3-0, I believe, or 4-1. And you had Pasta dropping Kucherov and the right before the buzzer. I think Boston's gonna. I wish I could change my sleeper pick.
I saw your sleeper picks.
Out of the Atlantic.
I saw you sleeper.
Buffalo, we all know how Buffalo's looking, but I had Anaheim out of the Pacific. I think Anaheim's going to do some damage. I do.
Take the over when the Ducks play. They can score goals.
Yep.
They just, I don't know if their defense can defend enough, but they're fun to watch, man.
They are fun. And Dostal's a great goalie.
He's unbelievable
Yep.
goalie, but
Yep.
their D's a little thin, and the way they play, I love it, but it's fun. It's just, as a D man, as me and Swishy, it's not perfect sometimes defending all night, but
I think Verbeek did a good job, though, with bringing in, Gudas and Truba, two vets, two fucking meanest snakes vets. And they've got a good balance of younger guys where I think Lacombe is the first one to take the next step there. But I think that little guy, Zellweger, is going to be a hell of a player.
Yeah.
He's certainly not going to knock many people down, but and then the Russian kid, Mintyakov, who played
might
in
knock a few broads down off the ice, though. Good looking cat.
Oh.
Well, yeah, on the ice, he's not
Calgary kid, right?
Yeah, good looking kid.
Kids can't miss.
I'll tell you what, that Jackson Lacombe, $9 million a year, that goes a long way in Moosejaw, doesn't it?
Sure does, man. It's like he could stay at my place anytime, take me out to dinner.
As a Moose Jaw guy, you're stuck kind of in the middle, but like Battle of Alberta, who's your guy? Who's your team?
I'm gonna lose some fans here. I'm Calgary.
You're a Calgary guy. Yeah, you lost me, but
Yeah,
that's okay.
Calgary.
You like going to the old saddle dick there and
Yeah.
the saddle dump and going in there and
We're like 6.5 hours from there, and Winnipeg. I'm definitely upsetting some Jets fans here. I apologize, but hey, it's my life and it's my team. But honestly, when it comes playoffs, I'm just a fan of all the Canadian teams. I want to see a Canadian Cup. I mean, begrudgingly, I will say even the Habs or the Leafs. Sorry, I know you're a Leafs fan, Shane.
Now I am.
But
I wasn't until now. I'm on it now.
yeah,
Yeah, and it's no disrespect to Mitch Marner. He's out in the desert making 12.5. He's rich. Just had a baby. He's a good guy, but I like the size with Joshua, Nicky Roy.
Nicky Roy's a sneaky good.
I like the size on those guys. So you're not far from Regina at all there.
Yeah, like
Jaw.
55-minute or 50-minute drive.
Yeah.
55, yeah. Just west.
Then you just go the other way to Swifty there.
Yep. Swifty's about 2+ hour drive, I think. Oh, look at that.
how's
So-
that?
thanks, buddy.
Tape to tape, as we say.
Before I turn it back over to Swish, I want to tell you, I've been to Lanigan, Saskatchewan.
Yep.
Shout out to the Brookbeck boys again.
Yep.
Obviously been to Toontown, Stoley's golf tournament. What a goddamn shit show.
It's from Melville, right?
Melville Millionaires.
Yep.
And then you keep going up here. You got Prince Albert.
Thanks, up.
Isn't that where the big guy's from? From Prince Albert?
The big guy, yeah, PA.
Yeah, Prince Albert.
We got Notre Dame down in Wilcox.
Wilcox,
Yep.
not far from the Jaw.
Yep.
Yep.
Saskatchewan has the best names of towns. Like,
Yep.
they're just the best names of towns on the planet.
Porcupine Lake, I believe was
Porcupine Plain here.
Porcupine Plains. Geez,
There you go.
sorry.
That's all right.
That's where Dutchie was from.
Yorkton, Melville. They got just great names.
Well, I played out Duck Lake is north of Sask, north of Toontown. There's a foam lake. There's every kind of lake you could imagine.
Lake. That's Alberta.
Oh, that's an Alberta one.
That's an Alberta one.
Alberta's got some good names too. I mean, Medicine Hat's a wild name.
I'll tell you what, there wasn't one Saskatchewan guy I played with that wasn't just an absolute beauty. I can tell you that. That played hard, played the right way, wasn't scared of a beer, wasn't scared of a night out,
Good team, guys.
didn't make a curfew. I like those Sasky boys. Swishy, what do you got for Lindy?
Well, I just wanted to ask him, in the NHL, Lindy, coaches always get recycled. You always hear of guys coming back. And, with your former roommate at the University of Alberta, do you think he's going to get another look despite how he went out in Columbus? Babs went out in a tough way. He got caught looking at some explicit pictures on guys' phones and some different things there. Do you think Babs is looking to get back into the NHL circuit, or is he just happy bear hunting right now?
I don't know if he's earned the right to get behind the bench again. I think he already went on his rehabilitation tour. Columbus gave him a chance to the surprise of fucking everyone. And what does he do? And 3 weeks in? Not even. So I think he's fine hunting bear, and I think that's where he's happiest, and I'm fine with him doing it.
Have you had much contact with Mike over the last 18 months or year or so? No,
not since the interview. Yeah. And then Yarmo is gone too. So I don't think Yarmo took too kindly to the questions.
Changing of the guard.
Yeah. But I'm changing the subject here, but I do like Don Waddell as a GM. I think he made some good moves in Carolina. I mean, if you guys did want to keep talking about Babs, we sure can. But
I've been saying I had Babs. I had Babs when I played for the Ducks, drafted by the Ducks,
Cincinnati, right?
Yeah, and I never talked to me ever. And he came in the lockout year to watch us play in Syracuse. And after the game, he just came and pulled me out of the room. He's like, "Why are you an 8th round pick?" Never talked to me before. Like, just maybe hi, but why are you an 8th round pick? And I'm like, opted out of the draft, and I don't know, my agent kind of fucked me. He's like, "Why are you an 8th round pick?" Like, basically saying, you can play, but there's got to be some other issues going on here or something. Like, I was like, this is the first thing you're going to say to me? I like Babs. I actually like Babs, but I can't believe you go down as the only coach in the history to not make it to opening night.
Yeah.
And to get hired. Yeah, to get
still
hired.
Get paid, though. Not bad.
Is he still getting paid?
Oh, for sure. All these guys.
Take me out to dinner, Babs. Yeah.
Hey, listen.
I'll take back everything I said.
Lindy, I want to ask you, I grew up a Leafs fan, like you said. You knew that. I said Wendell Clark and Dougie Gilmore. I got the Leafs coming out of the East, and I do think they're going to find a way to win the Stanley Cup. But Updog's a good Fort Mac boy, and the Edmonton Oilers are definitely going to have something to say about it. What are your thoughts on the Oilers? What are your thoughts on McDavid taking, $7-8 million less, and Ekholm takes less? And what are your thoughts on the Oil?
I can't say enough good things about McDavid doing that. I think it shows he wants to win. He wants to win in Edmonton. I think the pressure's on Bowman to really bring in some a piece or two. I think shoring up Wallman was good. I don't know about the cap hit there a little bit, but I do like the move of bringing in Connor Ingram. I think he's still in Bakersfield right now, but we all know
Not for long.
I think he's a hell of a goalie, good Sasky boy, and I think we know how Skinner, the ebb and flow and peaks and valleys of his game. When he's on, he's really good, but I think Ingram's going to push, and we all saw what Calvin Pickard did in the playoffs. Is that enough? I just want a Canadian team to win.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know if the Leafs, to answer your question, still I don't know. I think Tree Living's a good GM. Is Stoli going to stay healthy? Joe Woll, is that a good enough tandem? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, Vegas proved it years ago would they have 5 goalies one season, then they won the cup. So it can happen. I do think Toronto's got a stout defense, and we'll see. But I wouldn't put it past McDavid to go to the Cup Finals again.
Let me ask you this: would you take $8 million less as a player to stay and try to
per year?
Per year, would you take it? Would you take $8 million less?
Would Dorothy tell you?
Dorothy let you take $8 million less?
Would in this scenario, would I have had his previous contract as well?
Yeah, you would have.
You would have. Yeah. So it depends how important the Cup is to you. I do respect the hell out of him for doing that, and especially in the aftermath of the Kaprizov signing for 17 a year.
Bananas.
Yeah. And, he's a heck of a player, but it's hard to not look at that and be like, that's kind of a selfish move. I don't know if I can say that on the show.
No, you get trouble, Jen.
Say whatever you want.
It's unselfish because he's staying in Minnesota where not many guys would want to stay.
That's a good point.
They haven't had the success in the playoffs. They don't have a history of winning. It's not a typical non-state tax,
He's bagging on Minnesota over here. He's saying people should stay in Edmonton.
You could get me caught
I'd rather fucking play in Mini, I think, than Edmonton.
No chance.
Really?
I had a couple sneaky
Go to
nights.
Hilltown, bud.
I had a couple sneaky nights in Minneapolis.
Me too.
Sneaky.
But still.
Blondes
Those
everywhere.
walls are thin
Blondes
at the St.
everywhere.
Paul Hotel, eh? The walls
Blondes
are thin
everywhere.
there.
Everywhere you go in St. Paul, if you probably don't, have you ever been to Mini?
No. I'm
Blondes everywhere.
Blondes.
Yeah, but don't let Dorothy hear about this, but blondes everywhere.
Yeah.
I don't know if you like
Dorothy's
blondes. Are you more
jet black hair.
Did you like blondes all in your life?
I only have eyes for Dorothy. So
What a guy, eh?
Yeah.
He's one of those guys.
Or your eyes don't work by those glasses you're wearing.
hey, I'm 20/20 with these on.
We got to get you some We'll get you some Kits eyewear. We'll get you some Kits eyewear. Swishy, what do you got over there, fella? Look at that wig. Hey.
Well, I was just curious, Lindy. Have you figured out the problem with the fog on the glasses on the rec specs yet? Since you've been playing, I know you were battling that. It was a nightmare for the last at least 5 seasons.
I hate a visor, but I got to protect my eyes. They're my livelihood. And no, I haven't figured it out. I've tried everything. I've tried baby shampoo. I've tried every anti-fog thing on the planet. So I might have to shift gears with some new goggles because it's definitely affecting my game now. I'm not making excuses. It's fucking hard to see.
Lysol.
Lysol?
That's the lemon Lysol is a junior trick we all used to do back in the day.
So I got to let that air out before I put them right on my eyes. Right? Because that'll fucking burn, right?
You take that off. Hose both sides.
Both sides?
Not just one side, both sides.
If this works, I
And
might.
it smells like lemon during the game. Gets you high.
No, that offsets the tuna though. I'm trying to clear the blue paint with the fucking tuna
guys
stench.
be floating around.
Guys
Guys
have
be
to let that dry. Burn my
Guys be
fucking
sniffing
eyes.
both sides. Don't be like, oh, it's good.
Lindy, I want to just ask you, buddy, who do you think I'm going to put you on the spot again here? Sorry, coming back to you.
Sure, I live on the spot.
You're on the spot. Okay, I told you about the Leafs. Uppy's got the Oilers. Who do you like? Who do you like to win it this year?
No,
It's early on this season, but let's give it what's your early thoughts?
I'm gonna go Vegas out of the West.
Wow.
Yeah.
You don't think they're too soft?
No, I mean, Bruce Cassidy teams play hard. I think Eichel and Marner. I know leaving Toronto's a bit of that's a sensitive subject, but man, the two of those guys together and Dorofeev, however you say his name,
Buddy, Dorofeev.
sniper.
He could have the best release in the show.
It's unbelievable. I think he's a third rounder, 2018 or 2019.
He can shoot it.
And they got solid Tendy in the pipes and Aiden Hill. And I think losing Petrangelo is going to really hurt, but I think I got them coming out of the West. Out of the East, I don't know. Let's go. I might go
Florida.
Got to pick one. No, I'm not going to go Florida again. But yeah, so what is the rule? I will answer the question. So the new CBA, I will answer the question. The new CBA, does Florida have to be cap compliant when they bring Barkov back for the playoffs if he's healthy and Matt Tkachuk? Do they have to? That's the only part of the CBA that's in effect this year.
I believe so. I'm 99% sure, yes.
Same. So we'll see how they navigate that. Do they bring in someone else? I don't know. But I think I got Carolina or Tampa out of the East. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if Carolina's got that elite center. And Aho's great. I don't know if he's elite, but I love Seth Jarvis.
They've
Love
got
the way
money,
he plays.
though.
They've got money.
Our boy KC's
Casey, how much money does
We
Carolina
got $10.5 million for a center. Yep, for a center. That's our projected space. We're gonna get a second line center, boys.
Yeah, you ain't getting a first line center for that, but damn, that's a lot of cap space.
Well, unless you could get McDavid. He might take that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough to count out Tampa. I just don't know if they have the bottom six pieces anymore. I mean, they're all good players.
Do you know John Cooper at all?
No.
Great guy.
But coach,
He would love you.
Good Sasky boy.
Yeah, he's a beauty. BC boy.
he's I thought he
BC boy.
Coaching Sasky.
I believe he coached the USHL.
He coached everywhere. Look at this. I'll go over his rap sheet here. He's been everywhere. Boy,
He's a lawyer too, right? Yeah. Smart guy.
great.
He's the pride of Prince George, British Columbia.
Prince George.
He's a BC boy.
That is right.
Oh, wow. That's up there.
But when you come to like talk of where he coached, he drafted Swishy. He started in, I don't even know where this is. Texarkana? Where is that?
Texarkana.
Texarkana?
Texarkana, yeah, that's on the border of Texas and Arkansas, fella. I actually went to a Chili's there one time, and it was 2019, and they still had a smoking section. It was on my way down to San Antonio when I got sent down from the Blues. I stopped in Texarkana, and yeah, I lit up a dart as my queso and my old timer burger was plated.
Was that the USHL or the
That
North
was the
American
North American Hockey League.
Yeah.
Then he went to St. Louis Bandits and won a championship
Patty Maroon there.
in the North American Hockey League. Then he went to the USHL where he drafted Swish. The Green Bay Gamblers, he won a championship there.
Yeah.
Then he went to Norfolk, won one there. And the rest is history.
The winner. That guy's a winner.
He's a beauty.
Great
man.
coach. Love Cooper. That's why it's hard to not have Tampa as one of your favorites coming out of the East.
I still think they're a little undersized.
Yeah.
But I love that they picked up the big 6'9" mutant from Utah. I like that. But I still look at them. I watched them play the other night, Lindy, and
Bruins were pushing them around a bit at times.
A little bit. Swishy, what do you got? One more for Lindy here, fella?
Yeah, as an off-the-board guy, I'm going to go off the board, but right on par here with you, Clouder. Okay, the Grey Cup, the 116th edition, is in Winnipeg, Manitoba this year. Our Saskatchewan Riders are sitting on top of the Western Division right now at 12-4. If they make it to the Grey Cup, I'm going to be there. Maybe you can slide over from Moosejaw over to Winnipeg. I would love to have you there. I mean, it's the hardest 9-team league in the world. I don't know, man. The Russ Riders, they might be up to something this year.
Count me in.
Perfect.
Count me in.
I'm going to hold you to it, Clouder.
Up there to Swish.
You can look wherever you want.
As I sees up there.
Yeah, go have a look at it.
Count me in, buddy.
Perfect. Yeah, we'll line something up. You'll have this. I need you making the Caesars at the tailgate, though.
And yeah.
When is the Grey Cup?
Well, you don't
November 16th.
I won't.
November 16th
Yes, the Gray.
in Winnipeg.
In Winnipeg, yes.
Let me check my calendar here.
Oh,
November 16th.
We'll talk to the
Wow, I got nothing. I've never been to a Grey Cup, and I do like Winnipeg Earls girls.
wow. Don't threaten me with a good time.
Put those warmers in your shorts when you get up there.
Oh, I know it's gonna be nippy up there, right?
Yeah, it'll be cool. Oh yeah.
Lindy-
I got a turtleneck for you if you want.
Thanks,
Yeah,
buddy. That'll
yeah.
keep me warm. That'll keep me warm. Where Toots is from, up way
None of
north.
it, yeah.
None of it. Hey, last one for me, buddy. You're an absolute beauty. When you get on the road like this, are you missing any games? And if you are, do the boys care, or do you have a replacement, or what? Like, what happens when you're out of town here? I know it's rare, but are you missing any matches or what?
Well, first of all, I'm not replaceable. Secondly, I think they're happy to not have me in the middle. They had me play the middle last week. That's a bad idea.
A lot of responsibility.
I used to be good on draws, but that was 25 years ago. But then I'd shift to the wing right after the faceoff. I can't be expected to play two-way hockey. So I don't know if they're gonna miss me all that much, but they'll miss me in the locker room, I think, or at least I'd like to at least think that. So
I'm hard on you sometimes, only when you're trying to, we got sponsors too. Hey, absolutely.
100%. We will check the box.
We'll go up to Live on Moosejaw and bring all our sponsors up there if I can start, Yeah.
For a pristine Pilsner, have a Labatt Blue.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that was perfect. First take, eh?
Yeah. One and done.
They slide nicely, don't they?
Oh, they're great.
Yeah, they're great.
Wow, that is tasty. Brewed in the USA now. Wow.
Yeah, there's that's Labatt USA, buddy.
Wow.
You ever been to Buffalo?
I haven't. Great hockey town. I haven't been there. I've just, they just need something to work out there, man. I'm sure Kevin Adams is getting bagged on enough these days, but they got to figure it out there. And Lindy Ruff, great name, but
try an ad read for us.
Give us
All
an
right.
ad read.
Try us an ad read
all
for
right.
us.
So brought to you by Labatt. With Labatt, you can buy beer and get gear. Go to their website, snap a photo. Here, let me fucking do it again. Shit. Yeah, I gotta hold it. Here we go. Brought to you by Labatt. With Labatt, you can buy beer and get gear. Go to their website, snap a photo of your receipt, and upload it to gain points toward exclusive merch. Any size, any product, anywhere, you're buying Labatt. Sign up at rewards.labattusa.com.
I think they got turtlenecks too, Lindy. If you want to get yourself a Labatt Blue turtleneck.
I need a navy blue.
I think they got that for you.
Yeah, with a
It's a good pattern.
maple leaf on the collar, maybe.
Yeah. Never know. Lindy, buddy, thank you for coming to the Missin Curfew Studios. Keep it going, buddy. If you get in any trouble out here in Cali, put our number in that flip phone of you. We can help you out. But have fun while you're out here. Maybe work on that tan a little bit and maybe lose the turtleneck once you get out. Oh, sorry to get
the turtleneck's gonna come off. I can't thank you guys enough for having me on. I really appreciate it. It was fun snapping it around with you, and I love your show and keep up the great work.
You're welcome anytime, buddy.
Thanks very much,
Fellas.